Hey, all right, President Donald Trump scrapping climate change rules to grow American jobs. We'll be talking about that on Pratte Tuesday night. Also, the Russian storm continues to hover over the Trump presidency. And House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes said today that he has invited again FBI Director James Comey to testify. And a lot of other things happening, including a big local story that affected thousands up in Cranberry and worldwide, tens of thousands. Workers, Westinghouse, that iconic brand, they filed for bankruptcy today to protect themselves from their creditors. Jamie Meredith from Heffron Tillison makes sense of it all tonight, right after CBS News at 9 on Pratte Tuesday night. Of course, a big show underway right after 7 o'clock news. Dr. Vactor, drvactor.com. You know, Eric Hagman lost 50 pounds originally and continues to look great every single day. And what you can do, as much as a half a pound a day per cycle, and they will teach you how to keep it off. Also, how he is helping the black community and empowering entrepreneurialism. He is Ralph Watson. He's going to be joining me tonight from Classic Events. You don't want to miss him coming up in the 8 o'clock hour tonight on Pittsburgh Works. Of course, Facebook, Twitter, headlines, Post-Gazette, and Trib. We talk about it all night. And also Jake Orsick, who's written a book, The Schenley Experience, about one of the classic public high schools in Pittsburgh, Schenley, tonight on the program. But Pirate Baseball right now, Boston 93.7 The Fan from Lecom Park. That's who they're going to be opening up next Monday with for the 2017 season. The return of the Mac. Chris Mack is back with us right now. And, you know, did a little homework today. And, you know, we were talking about pitching yesterday. Explain, and Adam Berry, MajorLeagueBaseball.com, wrote about it, how they could actually keep two starters as opposed to bringing that fifth starter up from Bradenton by putting one of them in the bullpen.
Yeah, you either take Trevor Williams, Tyler Glasnow. Looks increasingly as we tape this, Rob, like Drew Hutchison may not be a part of the mix. He's given up 2 homers in the first inning tonight against the Red Sox. So you put one of those guys in the bullpen and put another one in the rotation, and maybe you bounce them back and forth. Maybe you've got a few extra options on one of those guys to move them back and forth to Indy. Gives them a little more leverage. It'll be interesting, though, because that would require that maybe they cut a guy like Wade LeBlanc, a veteran lefty, who they might like to have in the bullpen as a long guy, too.
All right, what about the kid, Rule 5 draft, Tyler Webb? If they don't have him opening day, he goes back to the Yankees. How's that work?
Yeah, so Rule 5, you can pluck a guy off of another Major League Club's 40-man roster. But the caveat is you've got to keep him on your Major League roster then for the entire season. If you don't, you've got to offer him back to his original team, the team you took him from, which in this case, for Ty Webb, would be the Yankees. He impressed last night, though. 3 scoreless innings and struck a few out.
How about Ivan Nova yesterday? 48 pitches, 6 strikeouts, and no walks in that 4-1 win against Minnesota.
He's looked really good. If they can pitch him at home more than they pitch him on the road, he was lights out at PNC Park last year once he came over from the Yankees. He's got a chance to be more than just a solid third starter. He's got a chance to be a really good third starter. The flip side of that coin is on the road, especially in smaller ballparks, like the ones he pitched in the American League East last year, he can get knocked around. He's a fly ball pitcher, so they've got to get him to keep the ball down, keep it on the ground, and keep striking guys out like he did last night.
All right, Andrew McCutcheon homered yesterday, Adam Frazier, Josh Harrison. Something that Eric was talking about yesterday, both of you were discussing as I was picking your brain. Adam Frazier's had a great spring, and no matter where he goes, whatever they ask him to do in the big leagues, he does it, and he can hit at any level.
Yeah, and he's willing to take a pitch that might not be in the strike zone, and this is something about all these young guys that are a part of the organization now. Whether it be Frazier, whether it be Josh Bell, whether it be Austin Meadows, who's still probably a year away, they take a ball that's out on the outer edge of the plate, may or may not be a strike. They're going to protect the plate. They're going to take that ball and drive it the other way. Especially with guys like Frazier, Bell when he's on the left side of the plate, and Meadows. They're going to go ahead and hit that ball out to that north side notch in left center, and they'll take doubles all day over trying to turn on it, over swinging, and striking out rather than hitting home runs.
With Young nowhere to be found, how important, not his bat, but is the glove of Josh Harrison, my last question.
Really important. It's better at second base, better range at second base than he has at third, but if it means they can get Frazier's bat in the lineup every day at second and move Jay Hay over to third, I think they might go ahead and do that to start the season.
He is Chris Mack, everything that is Pirates baseball. He's a part of that great broadcast crew that we were here all season on 93.7 The Fan, and tomorrow morning, Lecom Park, Larry, Richard, and John Shumway in the KDKA Morning News. Good evening.